Okay, good morning, class. This is your didactic class. How you doing? Have you got a cup of coffee? Have you got your breakfast? Mr. Jonathan, Miss Mariela, Michael, Sadie, Sonia, yes, tell me about it. Have you got your breakfast yet or not yet?
No, teacher, I'm really starving.
Not yet.
Okay,
Thanks
remember.
yet.
Okay, but if you didn't, please remember, and yeah, I don't have any problem if you want to have a cup of coffee, one pupusa, a cookie in my class. No, I don't have any problem. Okay, my dear. So today I'm gonna start talking about Montessori. So who was Montessori? I really admire this woman because he was one of the most. Oops, be careful with the microphone. Okay, now I got it. Perfect. Okay, no worries. Okay, um, this is this woman was one of the most maximum exponent in didactic. Why? Montessori or Maria Montessori was a woman who was pretending to teach kids, but in a different kind of ways. For example, she said, we need to let our students work as alone. We need to let our students to lead by individuals, learners. So Maria Montessori had 5 principles. Look at principle number 1, respect for child. Principle number 2, the absorbent mind. Principle number 3, sensitive periods. Principle 4, the prepared environment. And principle number 5, auto education. Obviously, I'm going to try to teach you every single of them, but before to start, look at the principle number 1, respect for the child. Remember, guys, in the future, I don't know if you are, well, I don't know if you want to work as an English teacher in the future, or maybe you're doing that now, but if you want to demand for respect, you have to respect first, okay? I always said to my students, if I respect you, you have to respect me. So, Maria Montessori said we have to respect our kids. What is a kid? It's not, oh, we have to respect our teenagers. But what is respect? Okay, what is respect? For example, respect opinions, respect point of views, respect if your students made a mistake. This is principle number 1. Look at principle number 2. It's totally opposite with the number 1. Why, teacher? Because in the absorbent mind is the way how your students learn, like a sponge, right? Like a sponge. Some theories said when you're a kid, supposedly it is easier to get knowledge. Totally opposite when you're teenagers or when you're young adults or adults. But the absorbent mind, this principle is based on how our students get knowledge. Look at principle number 3, sensitive periods. Oh my goodness, sensitive period. What is sensitive, guys? Sensitive is about feelings. Sensitive is about emotions. I'm excited to teach today morning, but maybe you're not. I'm tired to teach this beautiful morning, but maybe you're not. So, sensitive is about how our students feel, how our students project their emotions. Es que yo no entiendo por qué este cipote toda la vida anda como con la cara de tristeza. But this is sensitive periods. And we are going to try to, I'm going to try to teach you how we can help these kind of students in the classroom and out of the classroom too. Principle number 4, the prepared environment. Okay, some teachers said environment is just about the classroom. Okay, how we put up desk, how we decorate classrooms, etc. But the prepared environment is not just to talk about materials. It's not just to talk about how beautiful do we got out a classroom, how decorated is it. It's not just talking about the materials. It's not just talking about the way that you put the desk. The environment is start first about you. You are in this case, you are the teacher, you are the guide, so you are the first one who needs to be excited, happy, living in peace all the time. Si yo entrara con la actitud, vaya, abran el libro, página 20, ejercicio 5, o sea, the environment is also about your attitude as a teacher, as an English teacher, okay? So the environment is, you create the environment, not your students. Y eso se puede aplicar porque hay mucha gente que dice, mire, pero yo veo que los alumnos de noveno con usted se portan bien y conmigo como molestan. O lo opuesto. Mire, yo veo que como los alumnos de noveno, o sea, conmigo, en serio, o sea, no molestan para nada y yo veo que con usted son bien cabal. O sea, yo veo que con usted ganan desorden. O sea, me doy entre entonces, el environment, it depends on you as a teacher. And principle number 5. Auto or auto education. What is auto education? Auto education is autodidactic. Yesterday, I was asking some around you, are you an autodidactic student? Are you? Okay. So, nunca me le den todo al alumno. Aquí está esto, aquí está lo otro, aquí está, mira, hasta el cuestionario te doy de las preguntas que te voy a sacar. No, deje que el alumno sea un autodidacta también, ¿ok? Deje que el alumno se rebusque por el solo también. Entonces, señores, obviamente esto viene incluido en su parcial, pero yo necesito que usted maneje estos 5 puntos. Los principios de María Montessori en este caso son 5 básicos. Obviamente lo vamos a desglosar, por ahí hay más detalles, pero before to continue with this interesting topic, I got a video related with the topic. So please, my dearest, try to take notes, okay? Remember, this is the old school. I'm not asking for, okay, you have to write it down all the information. No. This is your option, okay? If you want to write it down, do it. If you don't want it, okay, I respect. So please pay attention.
Based on the principles developed by Maria Montessori, Montessori education is based on the principles developed by Maria Montessori, who opened her first school for children of low-income workers in an apartment building in Rome in 1907. The school was called Casa dei Bambini, Home for Children. This first casa...
Voy a ir pausando el video porque es importante. Casa de Bambini. Pregunta de parcial. ¿Por qué se le llamaba Casa de Bambini, señores? ¿Qué es un bambini? ¿Qué idioma es un bambini?
Creo que en italiano, no sé, no estoy segura, es niño o
exacto, exacto, muchas gracias. Entonces, la casa de bambini. ¿Qué es una casa de bambini? La casa para niños. Ahora, uy, teacher, o sea que ella tenía un orfanato. Pon atención en esa parte. Maria Montessori didn't like to use the term school because she said school is the place where you learn language, mathematics, science, blah, blah, blah. She likes to use the term home because she said, not me, she said, we are a part of their families too. Yes, of course, the first school is our house, but Maria Montessori said, I don't like to use the term school. A school is very simple. I go to school. But what is home? What is home? Home is the place where you feel comfortable. Home is the place where you feel that you are supporting. You support too. So that's why Maria Montessori called Casa Bambini, because she said schools is very, yes, it's a simple word. But in my case, Maria Montessori say, I would like to use home because I would like to I would like to make my students feel comfortable, okay?
Casa was furnished with a teacher's table, a stove, a blackboard, some chairs, group tables for the children, and a cabinet filled with materials that Montessori developed in her earlier career when she researched how to teach kids who experience some form of mental disability. Maria Montessori created the materials after she realized that students seemed to understand complex concepts better when they engaged all their senses. Activities at this first school included personal care, such as dressing and undressing, care of the environment, like sweeping, dusting, and gardening. Otherwise, they were free to move around and play with the materials. Montessori.
I like this part because Maria Montessori said, okay, it is necessary to teach our students how to work together. It is necessary to teach idioms. It is necessary to teach mathematics, numbers, etc. But it is also necessary to teach them, for example, how to plant a tree, do housework, okay, getting in dust too, because it's necessary for our health. Yes, it is, it's necessary. So, es que enseñarles a que se ensucien, no. O sea, no se refiere a que anden llenos, o sea, llenos de polvo, llenos de... No. O sea, ella se refería como, déjenlos ser. O sea, María Montessori era una mujer con una mentalidad tan así como que, si él lo quiere hacer así, déjalo. O sea, vos como maestro, déjalo. Si la forma de él, de aprender de él es así, déjalo. Deja que el niño juegue, deja que el niño se ensucie, deja que el niño aprenda no solo matemáticas, sociales, inglés, deja que el niño aprenda cómo sembrar una planta incluso. Okay, so continue.
Montessori did not teach herself, but instead oversaw the classroom work of her teachers. Montessori observed that children showed episodes of deep concentration and multiple repetitions of the same activity. Given free choice, kids showed more interest in practical activities and the materials than normal toys, sweets, or other rewards. Over time, spontaneous self-discipline emerged. Montessori concluded that working independently, children seemed to reach new levels of autonomy and became self-motivated learners. She began to see the role of the teacher as a facilitator of young human beings who are free to move and act within the limits of a prepared environment. The goal? To grow children to become independent and responsible adults who share a love for learning. Soon after, Montessori herself and her ideas started traveling the world to inspire progressive thinkers and educators from all over. The inventors, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison, became early advocates. Later alumni include Jimmy Wales from Wikipedia, author Gabriel Garcia Marquez, as well as the two Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Today, the term Montessori stands more for a method than a school itself. The fact that it can be used freely by anyone led to a great variation of schools. Educators all over the world borrow Montessori's name, insights, and materials to organize kindergartens, elementary schools, special needs programs, or even full 12-year curriculums. Some parents use it for homeschooling. The following characteristics are shared among most programs. Students are free to choose what to learn. Open classrooms that allow free movement. Use of specialized Montessori materials. Mixed age classes from 0 to 3, 3 to 6, or 6 to 12, so children can learn from each other. Uninterrupted blocks of study time, usually 3 hours. No grading or homework, and a trained teacher. Maria Montessori once famously said, "Never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed." What are your thoughts on Montessori? Please share your opinions in the comments below.
All right, voy a hacer un ejercicio. Le doy 10 segundos para que usted me diga, sin buscar en Google, sin buscar en nada. Ahí mencionó un término que dice advocates. Advocates. 10 segundos. Si puso atención me va a decir que es un advocates student. 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No one, guys? Were you paying attention to the video? or where you're checking your TikTok account, your Facebook account. What is advocates according to the video, guys? This is important. This is not for me, it's for you. What is advocates? This term got many synonyms, but I'm asking about didactic. I'm asking about pedagogy. What is advocated related to? No one really. Be honest, no teacher. To be honest, I don't have any idea because I wasn't paying attention to the video. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, teacher, I pay attention, but
Perfect.
I don't listen.
Or may,
The,
okay. Okay. Nancy,
Teacher,
yes,
I
Nancy said
so
inventors. Yes, but this, yes, it is because thank you, Sadie. Wait a minute, please. Yes, because I said this term got many kind of synonyms, but I'm asking about didactic. Yes, Sadie, please.
No, teacher, only I pay attention, but the word advocated, I don't know, honestly, the
Okay.
word.
An avocado students. For example, I got 11 students now, but some of you are avocados students and the rest not. Why, teacher? An avocado student is a student who likes to ask, teacher, why? Teacher, but why? Teacher, yes, but why? You got it or no? You got it?
Yes.
yes, teacher.
Okay, so this is an advocated student. When a student likes to join the class by asking questions, like, okay, Luca, this is red. Yes, but yes, teacher, but why is red? Why, teacher? Would you like to explain to me? Because yes. So, as I said, aquí tengo un par de advocates students y el resto siempre se queda así como amén, ¿verdad? Lo que diga la teacher es la palabra de que ya no se puede mover uno de, no, way, teacher, why? Would you like to explain it? Why, teacher? So, that is an advocate students. Teacher, pero yo ya busqué en Google y a mí me tira otra cosa. Por eso les decía, estoy hablando del término en la didáctica. Estoy hablando del término de la didáctica, de la pedagogía. Okay. Yes, mister. Got a question?
Yeah. Can we classify maybe an advocated student like a person that loves to learn, asking maybe questions or asking how it works, like?
Yes, of course. Or maybe, for example, I know Alexandra loves to learn. I know Claudia loves to learn. I know Gloria, etc., Jonathan, Michael, etc., loves to learn, but maybe they don't like to ask questions or many questions, okay? Maybe it is clear for them, okay? But it doesn't mean like, okay, si no soy ese tipo de estudiante es porque no me gusta, no me gusta aprender, no me gusta. No, no es necesario. Y ojo también. Teacher, o sea que si el niño no es un avocado student, significa que el niño es malo. No, tampoco. ¿Ok? Tampoco. Simplemente estoy diciendo que el estilo de aprender de Chepe es que Chepe pregunta todo. Pero el estilo de aprender de Lupita es que Lupita simplemente se queda viendo y tratando la manera de retener información. Cosa, con mucho respeto, que ustedes me han demostrado que no tienen hoy en esta mañana. Porque hemos escuchado un video y hemos visto un video de 3 minutos con 34 segundos y quizás estuvieron pendientes de otros detalles y quizás se les fue por alto esa palabra. Se les fue por alto esa palabra. Entonces, teacher, ¿somos malos? No, pero usted tiene que, entonces, es de los alumnos que necesita ver hasta 2 veces quizás un video para poder captar toda la información. Entonces, el que un alumno sea o no sea, no significa que este alumno es bueno o este alumno es malo. Recuerden, cada alumno tiene su diferente forma de aprender y uno no puede juzgar. Es que, por ejemplo, Anthony se tarda 20 minutos en hacer un ejercicio, pero Sonia lo hace en 10. Por eso es que Sonia es mejor. No, no, Sonia no es mejor. Simplemente son diferentes personas que trabajan a un diferente ritmo. Es que, por ejemplo, Michael hizo un ejercicio en 5 minutos, pero Mariela se tardó media hora. Entonces, por eso es que Michael es mejor. No, eso no me representa a mí. Igual que una nota no me representa a mí tampoco. So, got it, guys? Questions? 5, 4, 3?
No, maybe no questions, but
No,
it
teacher.
was very, very interesting, right? Because
Yes, it is.
maybe that the students are free to choose what to learn. In that case, maybe not many people have that choose, right? That
Exactly.
so it's very interesting to hear that, and other that mix age classes. So, for example, maybe a kid of 3 years old can be with a man of 5 years, maybe
Mhm.
receiving class. So it's very interesting because, as you said, not many people learn to the same thing.
Exactly. Exactly. For example, in my case, I don't like to judge students. Anthony gets 5, but Jocelyn gets 8. It doesn't represent, no. The only that represent for me is Anthony needs more attention. Simple as that. Anthony needs to practice more. Anthony needs to learn and study more. That represent for me. No, teacher, but look at Anthony. Anthony get 5, so he failed. Maybe he's clumsy. No, he's not clumsy. He's not a clumsy student. It is simple to identify that Anthony needs to give an extra mile. It represents that. Just to give an extra mile. Okay? So you got it, guys? 5, 4. I really appreciate when you give us your comment. By the way, yes, I really appreciate when you participate in class and say, teacher, I would like to give us my comment to all the class. Okay? Because in my case, I respect Montessori, but I disagree in some things. Yes, but why? Yo le decía al ciclo 01, el ciclo 01 pasado, cuando yo di esa materia didáctica, en esa materia vamos a ver muchas teorías de diferentes exponentes de la didáctica. Y para no aburrirlos, creo que vamos a ver solamente 5 exponentes o 4, que en mi opinión son los the best of the best. Pero yo les decía a ellos, ¿se imaginan qué genial sería dentro de unos 50 años, que quizás ya ni vamos a estar nosotros aquí, pero se imagina qué genial sería decir, vamos a aprender de la teoría de Mariela Cienfuegos. Vamos a aprender de la teoría de Nancy González. Vamos a aprender de la teoría de Gloria Celedón. ¿Me doy a entender? Vamos a aprender de la teoría de Gabriela Celada. O sea, según la teoría, me doy a entender. Pero nosotros, María Montessori, this principle is many, 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 many years ago. This principle is many, many years ago. But I would like to read in the future, or maybe not me, but I would like to kids reading my own theories. Okay, so that's an interesting one. Okay, guys, let's start with the first one. Okay, but before to start, who was Maria Montessori? I need a volunteer, please. Who wants to help me to read? Just to read. Thank you.
Um,
Nice.
okay, Dr. Maria Montessori in 1970 and in 87 and 1952, sorry, was an Italian physician. Is physician?
Yes, it is.
Okay, physician and anthropologist who devote her life to understanding how children develop socially, intellectually, in, intellect, intellectually, sorry, physically and spiritually. By carefully observing children all over the world, she discovered universal patterns of development which are found in all children regardless of their culture of the era in which they live. Dr. Montessori was one of the first women to be granted a diploma as a physician in Italy. Following her interest in human development, she assisted at a clinic for children with mental illnesses. She later directed the orthophrenic school in Rome for children with physical, mental, and emotional challenges. During this time, Dr. Montessori lectured throughout Europe concerning the needs of children and their value to the future of our societies. She stressed the need to change our attitude about children and their treatment.
Okay. Maria Montessori was based on change or attitudes about children and their treatment. Thank you, mister. Look, Montessori is a method of education that is based on self-direct activity. Hands-on, learning and collaborate play. Look at, I got 1, 2, 3 terms. Self-direct activity is 1. Hands-on is 2. Learning and collaborate play, excuse me. So, what is self-direct activity? The self-direct activity is very specific. Is when you said, okay, according to the diagnostic test, I'm going to do this in order to continue make my students improve in this specific area. For example, ya pasaron el examen de diagnóstico. Recuerden que el examen de diagnóstico se pasa al inicio de año. Y usted ya vio que la mayoría, tenemos 20 alumnos, 15 salieron mal en este tema. Voy a utilizar el self-direct activity. Aunque 5 pasaron bien en este caso, pero yo voy a utilizar esta metodología para enseñar el tema que la mayoría salió mal en el examen de diagnóstico. Ojo también con eso, señores. Pónganme atención en esto. Cuando nosotros pasamos un examen, por ejemplo, en mi caso, bueno, no lo voy a poner, mejor lo voy a poner así como cuando nosotros pasamos un examen de inglés y usted observa que en el examen de inglés yo tengo 30 alumnos y en el examen de inglés 25 alumnos salieron mal cuando usted ya ha dado la clase, etcétera, etcétera. Se supone que usted les ha enseñado. Teacher, pero mira, o sea, yo estuve enseñando el going to versus will y de los 30, 25 me salieron mal. ¿Quién tiene la culpa? ¿El alumno o el maestro? ¿El alumno o nosotros?
El maestro.
No.
Exacto. ¿Qué, teacher? Es que no es común que si tengo 30 y 25 me salieron mal, es porque usted hizo mal el trabajo. Porque de los 5 que salieron bien son los mismos que toda la vida ellos sí le pusieron a usted atención, ellos quizás estudiaron aparte en su casa, hicieron ejercicios aparte en su casa, qué sé yo, pero los demás 25 en lo que usted estaba explicando, vieron un zancudo y se quedaron viendo el zancudo, entonces usted no logró captar la atención de ellos, entonces por eso es que la mayoría dejó el examen. Ahora bien, le estoy dando un tema bien fácil, el uso del will y el going to, ahora un cipote de 5º grado ya me lo maneja, pero cuando el alumno, la mayoría de todos sale mal en el salón de clase, la mayoría, lo puedo decir con propiedad, la culpa es del maestro. No es normal que me salgan, tengo 30 y que 25 me salgan mal. Teacher, pero en este caso, si supongamos de que tengo 25 alumnos y 19 salieron bien, ok, entonces ahí sí estamos, entonces ahí la culpa no es tanto suya, sino que en este caso la culpa es del alumno que simplemente no le gusta su materia. Estoy hablando cuando estamos en el colegio, vea. O sea, en su caso, si no le gusta X materia, pero mi modo le tiene que gustar, pero estoy hablando de la gente que estudia en colegios, escuelas, etc. Entonces, en este caso, por eso es que se llama self-direct activity, because this is when you got the results about the diagnostic test. When you got the diagnostic test results, you say, okay, this is the weakness. Okay, I need to continue, I need to reinforcement this topic, okay? I need to make a review. What is hands-on learning? What is hands-on learning? Hands-on is, this is not literally, okay? It's not to manipulate, no. It's not to manipulate, no. It's not literally. Hands-on learning is, let your students do it by themselves. Simple as that. Tenemos ejercicios de matemática, aquí está, ya te enseñé cómo es el ejercicio, la raíz cuadrada, no sé, yo matemática nunca me gustó, pero ok, ya te enseñé, bla, bla, bla. Aquí está este ejercicio, háganlo ustedes. ¿Cuál es el error que cometen los maestros? Y eso hablando en general. 20 ejercicios de matemática para una clase, qué chivo, ¿verdad? No, hombre. 5 ejercicios suficientes. Lo mismo en inglés. Aquí están estas 30 oraciones para que las traduzcan en lo que yo me siento y los monitores. No, hombre, es pérdida de tiempo. 5 oraciones bien hechas, punto y aparte, ya, démosle. Entonces, el hands-on learning es eso, que los alumnos lo hagan por ellos. Ok, y el último es fácil, collaborate play. Okay, it's simple. It's just to work together. It's not just to work together. It's share ideas together. I like to help my students. If you don't understand anatomy, yes, I would like to explain to you if you want it. Collaborate is simple as that. To collaborate. In Montessori classroom, children make creative choices in their learning. Bien difícil, porque, o sea, no puedo yo permitirle al alumno el 100% que él me diga, mire, teacher, yo voy a hacer las cosas así, porque, pues si Montessori dice que, no, o sea, yo te estoy monitoreando, pero no significa que el alumno va a hacer lo que le dé la gana en clase, ¿verdad? No, es que yo así aprendo, entonces, no, tampoco. Necesitamos tener, we need to get a balance. We need to get a balance. Children make creative choices in their learning, while the classroom and the high-trained teacher offer age-appropriate activities. Age-appropriate activities. Yo no puedo enseñar temas TOEFL en segundo grado. ¿Me voy a entender? Yo no puedo enseñar el verbo to be en un tercer año técnico, cuando los hipotes a veces hasta ya hablan inglés. Es cierto, el Ministerio de Educación, no sé si usted ha tomado el tiempo de ver eso, pero el Ministerio de Educación tiene ese programa de que todavía los colores en tercer ciclo, se ven los colores en séptimo y en octavo. Ok, pero cuando dice, o sea, teacher, pues no tiene que respetar el Ministerio de Educación, si uno tiene que respetar, entonces si el tema son los colores, y mi modo hay que darlo porque ahí dice en el programa, pero o sea, voy a buscar la manera de cómo darlos en otra forma, me doy a entender, por ejemplo, un niño de octavo grado. Yo no le voy a decir, aquí está el pollito amarillo, ¿verdad? This is the yellow chick, okay? But maybe, okay, what represent the color red for you? What represent for you? What represent blue? Okay. What represent yellow for you? Okay. Do you think the yellow color represent happiness in life? ¿Me doy a entender? O sea, el tema usted lo tiene que dar porque llega el Ministerio de Educación a evaluarlo y le va a decir, mira, pero aquí dice que tienes que dar los colores y ¿por qué no lo diste? No le va a salir usted, es que pues si los colores ya se lo pueden, es que yo ya sé que ya se lo pueden, pero vos lo vas a adaptar, como dice Montessori. Offer age appropriate activities to guide para continuar, ¿verdad? Con el proceso. Ok. Si usted le pone un cipote de octavo grado, dígame los colores que están en el círculo, se le va a aburrir el cipote. Un niño de primer grado no, vea. Un niño de primer grado se va a divertir, que usted le ponga circulitos, que lo ponga a colorear. Pero un cipote de octavo se le va a aburrir. ¿Me doy a entender? Questions 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Infant toddler. It means like we got two terms, but are the same. Infant or toddler. What is infant? What is a toddler? According to Montessori, is for children's age birth to 3 years. Vamos a ver cómo se le enseña a un niño desde que nace hasta la edad, en este caso, de los 3 años. I would like to, let me see, Gloria, would you like to help me, please? The points, thank you.
Okay, teacher. Provide a safe, engaging, and nurturing environment for the child. Promote trust in themselves and their world. Develop confidence in their emerging abilities. Develop gross motor coordination, fine motor skill, and language skills. Offer opportunities to gain independence in daily tasks.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. What is the first skill? Please, guys, try to follow me. What is the first skill that as a human we learn first?
Sounds.
Okay. Another one? A baby first identify sounds. By what? By reading? By speaking?
Hearing.
Exactly. So, by listening. Perfect. Okay, so infant and toddler provides a safe, engaging a nurturing environment. What is nurturing? When someone is delicious. I'm not talking about food. I'm not talking about pupusas. Delicious in means like when you enjoy learning, when you are enjoying the process. Environment for the child. Teacher, ¿puede un niño desde que nace aprender? Claro que sí. Si el niño lo primero que aprende es identificar la voz de sus papás. Eso es lo que primero aprende un niño. ¿Cuál es el error que cometen los maestros de inglés cuando, vaya, fíjense que aquí está este grupo y no, el grupo tiene de 15 años para arriba, fíjense. Aquí le doy este grupo, el grupo tiene de 15 años para arriba, pero ninguno sabe inglés. Nadie sabe inglés de ese grupo. ¿Cuál es el error que cometen los maestros de inglés? Darles un libro. Denle un libro a un bebé. ¿Qué va a hacer el niño? Lo va a morder, lo va a llenar todo de saliva, lo va a romper probablemente. Entonces, por eso es que uno tiene que adaptar, como decía aquí, offers age appropriate activities to guide the process. Hasta eso para los que me decían ayer que quieren trabajar con niños. Vaya, aquí está este libro. No comiencen con libros, comiencen con imágenes, comiencen con flashcards. Promote trust in themselves and their world. This is very important because when we have a students that he or she doesn't like to communicate with others, that he or she doesn't like to work in groups, when she or he doesn't like to, or he likes or she likes to work alone, is because maybe in the previous age group, no one helps to them to continue trusting in themselves. ¿Ok? Bueno, no sé si todavía los papás lo hacen, como hoy los papás todo consienten a las nuevas generaciones. Pero ¿qué hacían antes cuando un niño se caía? Levantate, ¿verdad? Pero ¿qué pasa ahora cuando un niño se cae? Llevémoslo al psicólogo porque yo creo que se dañó y va a quedar traumado para toda su vida. Aunque le dé risa, es verdad. Entonces, antes los papás eran como, ya podés, hacerlo vos sola, ya podés. Pero ¿qué pasa ahora? No, es que el niño no puede andar en bus porque, pobrecito, no, me doy a entender. Entonces, ¿qué pasa cuando llegamos a grandes? Toda la vida queremos que una persona siempre esté al lado de nosotros diciéndonos cómo hacer las cosas. Entonces, por eso es que dice, yes, Claudita.
Teacher, I have a question. In the first point, I do not is the point has to do with the environment, where the sheet belong and enter and home to the school, the security.
Yes, it is. It is a part of. It is a part of, yes. That's why Maria Montessori said, I don't like to use the term school. I prefer to use the term home because provide a safe environment. ¿Por qué los niños lloran el primer día? Because they don't feel comfortable. Y pasan una semana, ahorita estoy enfocada en los niños, en los infantes, chicos. ¿Por qué el niño llora? El niño no llora porque el niño es menso, porque el niño, ay, no, qué bichito más aguado. No. El niño llora porque simplemente no se siente seguro en ese lugar donde está. This is my first time at school. Okay, I don't know if you remember when you were your first time at school. I don't know if you cry or not. In my case, no, I didn't. But yes, it is common to see kids crying, asking for their parents. That's why Maria Montessori said, Bambinis, la casa de los Bambinis, because she said, we like to make our students or kids, okay, or infants or toddlers comfortable in the school. Okay, guys. So develop confidence in their emergency abilities. It represents like when your students, I'm talking about toddlers, guys. Be focused on this one. When the toddler made a mistake, you have to continue supporting them, no criticize. Mire, aquí haga los circulitos y el niño se estresa que no le sale el círculo. Pero enséñale al niño que se sienta cómodo y decir, no, mira, hijo lindo, mira, mi niña linda, así, ve, despacito, o me doy a entender. Develop gross motor coordination, fine motor skills, and language skills. Motor coordinations. Hay gente que todavía llega adulto y no sabe utilizar un compás. Hay gente que llega adulto y no sabe utilizar una tijera, cortar recto, aunque no dé risa. Hay gente que llega adulto y no sabe manipular objetos. Entonces, en este caso, cuando yo les digo eso, desde los toddlers, desde los infants, se ve ese tipo de coordinación. Fine motor skills. ¿Cuáles son las habilidades en inglés? Ustedes ya saben, listening, reading, speaking, writing, bla, 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 ok. Pero en este caso, María Montessori obviamente no está hablando de nosotros. Está hablando de todas las habilidades que un niño chiquito debe de tener. ¿A qué edad comienza a trabajar un niño? A caminar un niño. Por ahí por los 9 meses, un año. Entonces, a eso se refiere Montessori, hacer ese guía. Language skills. ¿Cuál es el error que cometen algunos padres? Vean, el carrito, el guau guau, el miau miau. ¿Y qué es eso? El gato, el perro. Ok, me doy a entender. Entonces, todo eso se va viendo desde infant. Ok, y el último, offer opportunities to gain independence in day. Teacher, ¿cómo voy a dejar que un niño de 3 años sea independiente? Claro que lo puedes dejar ser independiente. Hay mamás que el niño está jugando y ahí quieren estar encima del bichito, monitoreando que va. Deje que el niño juegue solo. Ok, deje que el niño juegue solo, deje que el niño se divierte solo, no esté usted ahí. Estoy hablando en el aspecto si usted quiere trabajar con infantes. Cuando el niño está construyendo y se le caen los legos, se le caen las cajas, se le caen las cosas de madera, déjelo y déjelo que él solo lo recoja. A eso se refiere María Montessori cuando dice independence. O sea, teacher, que yo voy a dejar al niño otro día y me voy a ir a comprar a la tienda. No, hombre, no se vayunco. Me refiero que el independence es de ahí con el niño, pero déjelo que manipule la plastilina. Tenga cuidado que no se la coma, vea. Pero me doy a entender, señores. So, question, my dearest and intelligent students, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, before our break, we are going to continue with the primary, also called the casa o children's house. Señores, vamos echando el cafecito, vamos a descansar, nos vemos a las 10:01. Thank you, guys.
Okay, teacher.
Thank
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.